Yeah, you know who it is, DJ Scream. Time for some more buzzing on the block, man. Always chopping it up with the hottest artists in the hood, the blocks, the streets, man. Representing that DC today. We got Young E
You
Class,
know
my
it,
partner, Young E Class. What's up? What's up, man?
man. What's up? What's up? What it do? You
Man, you know,
already know.
I want to take the time, starting off in this situation to, let everybody give everybody some background on you, bro. Because I know that you know what I'm saying, you're doing the music, you're well known in
Yeah.
DC, you respect it. You did have to go on a little vacation, do a little bit of a bid, you know what I'm saying? But
Uh,
give everybody a little bit of background on the E class story.
oh yeah, man. Just a young nigga from the city, from DC, born and raised, and ran into a few issues growing up. You know, coming from the hood. My family was in the streets heavy, so it was like
Hmm.
destined for a nigga for real, for real.
Yeah.
And when I was 15, I caught a body, caught
Mm.
40 years for, and
So whoa, you said
throughout.
you was 15. You
Yeah.
you caught you had a murder charge. They sent 40 years.
Yeah, I was facing life though. I was facing life no parole. I had a first degree felony murder and shit.
Mm.
And thanks to like a few real ones still left, my co-defendant he took the robbery charge, and I just faced it separated the charges. He ain't even had to take it for real. He could have went home, but he
Hmm.
took it so I won't get life with no parole and shit.
Mm.
Yeah, they charged me as adult because they made it they politics was involved. It was a high profile case. They was on a nigga trying to make an example out of a nigga for real, for real.
Hmm.
And I went up in there, did my thing. I held it down for a brick, but while I was in there, a lot of young niggas started coming through there. Like it was rare at the time to be coming in there young. So
Mm.
it was to the point where the older dudes that schooled me, they was like, "It's your turn to school them."
Hmm.
So in a sense, I was noticing like a lot of them couldn't read, they couldn't write, they couldn't comprehend.
Hmm.
So I basically just started tutoring them. And I started tutoring them. I started the prison let me do a GED program, did a music program. And I was doing all this because that's what I do. But a
Hmm.
female friend of mine introduced all the shit I was doing to a judge, and I
Hmm.
ain't even know. So one day I got on the phone with my mother. She was like, "You ready for Monday?" So I'm like, I'm thinking she talking about the football game. She's
Hmm.
like, "Nah, you got a court date." I'm like, "A court date?" So I'm thinking
Mm.
I got extra charges and shit. I'm like, "Fuck."
Yeah, yeah,
Whole
yeah.
time I'm going to court. She calling me back on the motherfucker modification.
Oh
I
man.
almost passed out in that motherfucker. My
Yeah,
mother
yeah,
was,
yeah, yeah.
mom's was happy. She was fighting cancer at the time, so
Mm.
that was like a need. And I think I was like 10 or 11 years in on the bit. And,
Mm.
right before I was scheduled to supposed to, come home, I got into a big ass knife fight and shit, and that shit pushed me back 2 more years.
Mm.
And I ended up coming home 2016. But as far as my upbringing, it's just that typical upbringing, young and poverty stricken,
Mm. Mm.
household mother working 3 jobs,
Yeah, yeah,
father
yeah, yeah.
using drugs,
The
and people,
circumstances.
hey,
The
people, you
circumstances.
see people getting that money, and you want to get it. You trying to
Yeah.
be fly for real. The first thing you see is big cars,
Yeah.
clothes, jewelry, shoes. So you
Yeah.
jump out there, but it's just you see only the glitz. You don't really see the violent part. You might see a nigga, but you don't know how much violence attached to that shit.
Mm.
And when you ain't ready for it, being so young, you gonna handle it the only way you think you're supposed to handle it. So,
Yeah.
I, so that shit ran its course fast, man. My run was 15. It was over for me. They washed me up and shit. I caught
And
my
I want.
first charge when I was 11, robbery, Joan, and
Wow.
my second child, it was adult, and they washed me up.
Let me talk. Let me talk about this. Like, and I'm gonna definitely get back to that
What's up,
circumstances
baby?
because I think the circumstances and everything is important to talk about. But how important is it to know even at the age of 15 and sitting in there for a dime or better? How important is it for you to know that shit, I did this, so I ain't gonna go telling and ratting and
Oh, that's
not being
huge.
more, you know what I'm saying? Like, how important is
That's
that? Because I
huge.
think that a lot of young people don't understand the importance of this is my accountability. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. It's like basically it also comes with the upbringing. And I'm gonna do a little side note to your question. Like, you know, a lot of like telling at a all-time high right now.
Mm-hmm.
But then we gotta remember we lost a whole generation of men to that mass incarceration shit from the '90s. The Clinton bill, Joe Biden was in on that. So a lot of people wasn't really raised. They learned a lot of shit from movies and music. So it wasn't instilled in them like it was in us. Like, you take your weight, and even going in, it might not even be telling on your charge. They ask you about any fucking thing. They ask you about murders around your way, drug deals, conspiracies. Like, you gotta hold your weight. It is no reason for you to pull another man down and shit. And like, and to the point of even growing up, if you ever went to Bible study when you was a little kid, the Bible even speak about snitching. You feel me? The Bible even talk about that shit. So it's definitely deep and it's real. And people will be like, oh, the street code, this and that. But at the end of the day, if we bound by this culture and this community, we gotta be bound by them laws. In the same way, the same police will tell you, oh, that snitching shit and tell on your friend, but they not gonna tell on another police officer.
There you go.
They not gonna, internal affairs come, them motherfuckers, they living by the same shit we living by. You feel me? And like, you don't supposed to pull nobody down because you fail. You gotta take your lumps.
No doubt, man. That's solid. That's solid information. So I heard you mention some political names. You know what I'm saying? You know, we like less than, we close to this election. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that's feeling it. There's some people that's not feeling it. But obviously, we know the administration that's in, and we know without saying what's going on. What would you say to your people? You know what I'm saying? The people in the hood, the streets, the people that you got influence on. What would you tell them to do on November 3rd?
Man, definitely go flex that vote, because if you're gonna complain, you gotta throw your gloves in the ring. You can't complain if you don't got no gloves in the ring. That's how I look at it, because you might have people over here talking about this, and that no matter what side you vote for, no matter, I ain't telling nobody to vote here, vote there.
Right.
Just don't talk about it if you ain't gonna go vote. You feel me? And then even beyond, they need to start really understanding the voting for your city councilman and the senators, like all that make up a lot of people. The presidential vote big, but they don't really make the laws and pass them. They just got the veto vote. So it's like, we gotta start really diving into understanding our city politics and that shit. Even around the school, who get on the school boards and all that shit. We gotta understand all that shit. But definitely go vote, man. Go throw your glove in the ring and make it happen. Just so you can also set an example for the youngest coming up, because we so detached from that shit. Like, we definitely and I can't vote, but I still want to go push and put in work so somebody else can vote. You feel me? And making sure the elderly people like around my way knock on their door, see if they got right to vote, see if they got their balance and all that shit. It's a whole community effort for real when it comes to it.
So what you say to the young niggas, man? You know what I'm saying? Obviously, with your story and everything you went through, you know, everything go in cycles. DC is wild. We know DC wild. You know what I'm saying? And we know there's some people getting busy there. But if you come across one of them, you know what I'm saying? What kind of game you be giving them?
I just get on the truth. Like, I mentor right now. I got some youngers. Like, man, one younger was just arguing in a text just now. Like, he like, I don't give a fuck no more. Fuck that GED. It's like, I just keep it 1,000 with them. I keep it strictly 100 with them. I tell the truth. Because everybody not going to make it. Everybody not going to turn a real good leaf. Some niggas still going to go for bad. But it's just like, understand what you're doing. If you're going to go down that route, understand everything about it. Because like, it was a time where alcohol was illegal. It was a time where, like, you couldn't sell, drink, possess alcohol during the prohibition days. And, you know, they were still hustling, and they fought it and they changed the law. Same thing was going on with marijuana. So it's just like, if you're going to be out there like that, now educate yourself and shit. You feel me? Just understand what you're doing. Don't jump out there and get your whole head bust open. So I just keep it 1,000 with them. Long as they be honest with me, I'm gonna be honest with them. But I'm always gonna try to push them so they can understand that you don't even gotta go that route, especially this day and age, because you could get rich off your thoughts. You can make an old idea better or new ideas. Like, you got some people getting rich off of t-shirts, and people love paying. Like, I don't know how much I paid for this jacket. I just know I like the motherfucking nigga told me his
You
price.
gonna
I
skim
paid.
down. It don't matter what it costs. If
Yeah,
you like it, you gonna buy
like,
it.
and a lot of times, brand wise, the price got something to do with making somebody really pay for it, because people nowadays, like, luxury shit is in. So I be telling the young niggas, like, look in your neighborhood. see the things that they spend money on, that's
Mm.
what you need to be getting. And you
Mm.
see niggas like shoes, you need to find your way into a plug and line with shoes. See a nigga like clothes, you need to find your just start in your neighborhood. Then once you step out your neighborhood, see what your whole city like. See what they spend their money on. Once you step
Mm.
out your city, see what the whole state like and what they spend money on. And
Mm.
just go like that for real. And that's for people that don't know what they want to do. You got some people that do got real ideas on what they want to do. And it's just about pushing them ideas. And the one thing I noticed with the youth nowadays is about hope. Like they lost hope at such an early age. Like these youngins, like listen to the music, they just be sad and depressed and
Yeah.
stressed. And I'd be like, dog, you 16. But they
Yeah.
don't understand though. But they
Yeah.
don't they feel that pain. And I be hurt sometimes like, man, you lost hope already. They don't
Mm.
drink. Their imagination they be like 11, no imagination, nothing. Like they
Mm.
be gone. So it's just about instilling hope and getting them to believe. And for real, my story itself is so huge because they really look at me like, damn, this nigga really went in there, did all this time, came home and he up. And they only been home going on 4 years. So it ain't like it took 20 years for me to get to where I'm at. So that story in itself really helped a lot of niggas out to open themselves out to be like, all right, let me try some shit. And then
Yeah.
it's coming at them with opportunities, like not just talking, like really having shit set up for them to make some cheese on some shit.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about, saying connected with the OG, my brother Furious Styles. Shouts to Furious Styles.
Now on the interview, yeah, Styles, that's my dog.
Yeah, shouts to Furious Styles is a good brother.
Yeah.
Um, and let's talk a little bit about the music. You know what I'm saying? How does your music
Yeah.
differ from everybody else's? What inspires you? You know, that type of shit.
Man, first of all, I said I love the music. Like I understand all the elements of hip hop, from
Mm-hmm.
DJing, graffiti, dance to MCing and knowledge. Like I'm a student of it and I'm a fan of it. So when I record and get to listen to it, it's because I love it. And as far as my music, I believe it separates itself in a sense because it's original. Like you would never listen to me and be like, oh, he sound like such and such, or he trying to be such and such. Oh, my motherfucker father pulled up. What's up? Hold on, I'm on the interview and shit. What's up? What's up, Doogie? Damn, my motherfucker father
No,
pulled
that's
up. That's
hard.
crazy. I ain't see
That's
that
hard.
nigga in the brick.
That's hard.
You
That's
told
hard.
him I was out here? Oh, shit. Yeah, Dookie in there. But yeah, like this my music. This like my father pulling up out of the blue while I'm doing the interviews. That's all you gonna hear. When you hear me holler 13th Street, it's just more than the neighborhood itself is bringing everybody with me. Everybody's stories. We lost a lot of people around here, and I feel like I'm the voice for them and shit. And for the hopeless, like you got some youngers around here that's hopeless, and I want to be the voice and the example for them. So, cause it was a time where I used to rap like Lil Wayne, like
Mm.
metaphor, punchline, trying to spit the slickest shit, be the best rapper of all time.
Mm.
And that should be cool for the ciphers, but one thing I noticed back then when I was rapping like that, people ain't take nothing away from it. They'd be in the moment like, man, that shit tight. But when they
Yeah.
step away from it, ain't nothing stick to them. So I slowly started like inflicting myself, my pain, things that I witnessed and all that. I started pushing them emotions in the music, and niggas
Mm.
took shit away from it. The first time I heard somebody quote a line from a song and directed it to something in their life, it's like, boom, like that's it. That's what I need to give them, and that's why I use the term original. Like it's fully original. It's me, and it's everything. It's all of this. Just shot all up in it. Just shot all up in it.
Mm.
And another thing, my branding, like, is guerrilla marketing. Like, it's
Mm.
like you'll never know if you got a hit or not. You gotta put that shit in their face. You gotta keep, you gotta keep giving it to
Mm-hmm.
them. And I drop every month. I drop a song every month. So
Furious is
you
telling
ain't
me. He
gonna,
said, Furious said, I
yeah,
can't slow him down, man. I can't slow him
yeah.
down. He's gone.
I ain't playing. And,
Yeah.
and it's so, and I give them I give them some fast shit, some upbeat shit, street shit, female. Like I give them so much shit that you can't even put it in a box. You're gonna find something you like. You're gonna find something you love. Even if you find something you dislike, but somebody around you gonna like it. So I'm
Mm.
just like consistently on the grind and understanding that music ain't gonna bring the bread, and music make everything else make money. Music make money for everything but itself. So that's
Mm.
when it's the business, when the business start coming into play. As far as that studio, man, I'm a hawk on that motherfucker. I'm a beast in that junk. Like I
Mm-hmm.
don't believe nobody fucking with me in there when it comes to putting that real shit on tracks. Yeah, I love that shit.
Yeah.
But
No,
I'm a
that's dope.
fan first though. I'm a
Yeah, no,
fan first.
that's the way you win. You know what I'm saying? You can't never become such an artist that you can't sit back and, you know what I'm saying, respect the culture, respect what's going on. Like when you do that and you get so absorbed in yourself that you think it's just you, it don't work out.
Yeah, and Styles, I met Styles at a janky ass showcase when I first came home and shit. But don't mean I look at them Jones now being in the position. A lot of them shits is fucked up. They fake. They be robbing artists. But
Yeah.
it's like the rite of passage for artists because you gotta it help you learn and it help you with your stage presence. It
Yeah.
help out a lot of things and you get to meet some people. So I met Styles at the first show I ever did. And they just was like, damn, this DMX crazy motherfucker on the stage and shit. Cause
Yeah.
I come on my shirt and shit. I just came home. So I was just up there going ham. And,
Yeah.
we locked in. But Styles brought a sound to me that I never heard as an artist. I only heard it as a fan. So he
Mm.
brought they label it the boom bap. I call it hip hop though.
There you
When he
go. It's
brought
just
that
good hip
sound
hop.
to me, yeah, when he brought that sound, I was like, and he was like, man, I ain't really give it to nobody, but I want to see what you could do with it. When I heard it, I was like, this it. I'm like, this it. This the other part that I'm missing.
Mm-hmm.
And we just was in the lab just creating. Just
Yeah.
creating. Just like I asked him like, what was your vision for the beat before I even touch it? He
Yeah.
told me his vision. And whatever I feel, I mash that shit together and create that motherfucker. Cause I don't really like writing freehand for real. I'm a studio writer. Like
Yeah.
if I might write down little notes here and there when I hear a beat, but I thrive off the emotion. So when I first hear it, I lock in and I take it from there and shit for real.
Mm-hmm. Nah, man, and I feel like you know we usually conclude with you know saying giving some game to the youth. I feel like you've done that already, so we'll have a little fun when we conclude, man. I left mine
Yeah.
at the spot, man. Talk to us a little bit about this ice. I saw you on the gram, man. You got some
Oh
new ice. You
yeah,
know what I'm
man. I
saying? You
got that.
shining.
This mean a lot. This one piece right here, I got a lot of good pieces, but this piece mean
Yeah,
a lot because is my brand, is my
yeah,
name, is Young E Class. A lot of people be thinking E Class thinking this for the bands, but it's
yeah,
actually my mind gave it to me while I was locked because of my influence, and I was able to maneuver through these prisons and with the
mm,
administration to handle everything in favor for us. He was
mm,
like, man, you part of an extraordinary class of people. So he started calling me E
E
Class
class. I like that.
and a young came from where I'm from, our lingo we say
Mm-hmm.
young, so it's young E class and shit. And
Yeah,
like out of all my pieces, I was actually sitting in with them, hand helping them make this jump. Like I felt
mm.
like a jeweler for real and shit.
There
And
you go.
I sat in with them and like we built it and made it, and I wanted it to be personal that I could wear every day, and I ain't want it too big like other pieces I got. I wanted
Yeah.
that jump like I get in the shower with it, sleep with
Yeah,
it.
you
It
just
ain't,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Your,
it
your
ain't,
your joint that you just put on. It's like your
yeah,
watch. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? You could just ride out with it.
definitely.
Yeah.
That's it for real, and just it mean a lot to me to actually look and see like something I created in prison on a chain and on like people reposting and looking like, damn, that's
And
yeah. So
I feel like, you know what I'm saying, when people be like, oh, the jury and this and that and the third, and, you know, I'm the type of person to definitely believe in, you know, handling your business and investments and everything. But what I
yeah,
tell people is like, you know, your chain is kind of like your crown. You know what I'm saying? Like
definitely,
we kings, so
definitely.
that's
You
kind of like
shop,
your crown.
you
So
shop.
yeah, so
Yeah,
when you got your name on a piece and it's solid, it's official. You know what I'm saying? We
yeah,
wearing official shit, no bullshit.
yeah.
Then it just means something. You know what I'm saying? Especially with your story, man. I salute that. You know what I'm saying? That's just
Definitely
king shit.
appreciate it. Yeah.
That's king
And it's
shit.
like it's bringing heirlooms in the family because it's like my people's never passed nothing down to me. Like my mother passed away on my third month home. She did a hell of a job raising me, but
Mm,
life was hard and shit. So it's like when she left, I ain't like I ain't really got nothing but like regular shit. It
mm,
ain't nothing that she got that she knows she gonna pass. Like I know I'm gonna get this to my son. I know he
mm,
gonna have it and it's gonna mean something. You feel
mm,
me? There ain't no stains on my name, and when he
mm.
wear it, it's gonna mean something. And he could pass it down and so forth and so on. And even if he ever get in a little bind, he can sell it, whatever. I don't give a fuck.
Shit.
But if
Real
it's
talk.
his, you feel me?
Real talk.
So it's just like it definitely mean a lot. And like you said, you gotta get your business first, but you also gotta live, man. You gotta live.
Yeah.
You can't. I be telling people don't get too wrapped up in certain, like, you gotta have a house, you gotta do, like, live what you want, but be smart. As long as you knowledgeable and smart, you can make everything happen. You get what you need and what you want.
Yeah, real talk, man. Hey, come
Definitely.
down to the A and C me, man. You and Furious,
Oh,
man.
you
You know
know
what
I'm
I'm saying?
coming. You know I'm coming down there, man.
Yeah,
You know I'm coming down there.
yeah,
No question. No
yeah.
question. It's gonna be real soon, man. It's definitely gonna be real soon. If
Pull
we
up on
got
us, man.
bombard, cause that motherfucker tag y'all got that
Yeah,
thing hard. That
yeah.
hood, that thing
There you go.
hard. When they heard that joint on the track, they like, oh shit, I ain't even know you was on the intro. When they heard it, they was like, everybody was like, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I appreciate you having me on this
Now,
jump,
much
man.
love, man. Give everybody that Instagram so they can tap in with the movement before you slide.
Oh yeah, man, it's Mobish.Young, Mobish period Young. That's on the gram. Young E Class on everything else. You can Google Young E Class, everything on pop up music on all platforms. Young E Class everywhere. Man, holler at me, I holler back.
Okay. Now, 100, you know what it is. Young E Class buzzing on the block. Big shouts out to DC. Salute.
Already 13th, you with me?
Appreciate you, bro.
All right.
All right, 100.
What's up, world? It's DJ Screaming. You know what's going down. Buzzing on the block, highlighting the newest, hottest independent artists making noise out there in the streets. Be a part of a special one-on-one with the legendary DJ Scream. Highlighting your talents on Buzzing on the block. Send your music today. Send your credentials. We looking for the best of the best. This message is DJ Scream approved. Buzzing on the block, powered by Hood Rich Radio. It's going down.